look, another social justice story. Chris, what's your comment?
Exactly. So, all right. Well, anyway, good things in store. I mean, we're trying to, between doing normal work and normal jobs and earning money and paying the bills and, keeping our websites and things up and running and, keeping the income flowing in order for you to have a free show.
Free.
We do what we can here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Did you see that I started uploading the videos of the audio of the show to Vimeo this week too?
I did not check that out.
Dude, I am so convinced that we are right on the cusp of losing fucking YouTube.
Well, we're gonna talk about that a little bit tonight. I do have, some subject material about. I mean, we talked about this about a year and a half ago that it's coming. The censorship is coming. The shutting you down is coming, and people just done. Oh, that's not happening. Oh, yeah, you're overreacting. Well, more and more and more. I mean, even the most active content creators out there are really, really taking it in the shorts.
Well, I can tell you this from the CMS this week. You posted 6 podcast episodes, I believe, this week.
Yes, I believe it's 6.
And we had 2 that were reduced to limited monetization. Not that matters, but we had 2 that were reduced to limited and 4 that were demonetized.
Of course. Because, language and subject material is just too dangerous.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we had one pulled this week.
Oh, we did? Which one was that?
It was from years ago, like for literally years ago. I forget. So
this just basically goes back to exactly what we were talking about last week about applying today's standards to yesterday's actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So something we did years ago just doesn't fly today, so it gets pulled.
Yeah. So it was pulled for violating their standard and not letting people feel safe. Not providing a safe environment for fucking people. I'm looking it up. Safe. What's unsafe about words?
We've got to reach through the screen and choke somebody out if they watch that video.
Or maybe we have to go the other way. Let's not assume the worst. Maybe what we're supposed to do is reach through the screen and pat them on the head and tell them it's okay.
Yeah.
Since we didn't do that, that's why it was banned.
Well, I saw that Mark Dice, he was talking about all the censorship going on this week and all the purge going on. And there was a picture of our girl Caitlin
Bennett
and Millie Weaver.
Yeah.
At the gun range. They were at the gun range just doing some target practicing. And because it was part of a YouTube video, they pulled it because it wasn't safe.
Well, yeah, it's scary.
These two petite chicks shooting guns at a gun range, it got pulled because it's just too dangerous.
Yeah, very scary.
It sends a bad message.
Yeah, it's too much for people to handle, Neeley.
What kind of a world do we live in?
A fucking faggoty pussy world.
Oh my God. What is this? I mean, everywhere you go, there's got to be a pillow attached to everything. So don't get a bruised knee.
Yeah, no.
Don't hurt yourself there.
Yep, take it easy. Okay, the video that we had that was pulled was, is being transgendered a mental disorder?
Oh.
How long ago was that?
The horrors of it all.
Yeah. You asked a question.
Yeah. Well,
so it's not
apparently you're not even allowed to ask that question now.
Yeah, apparently not. So that was taken off of YouTube.
Okay, so that was totally removed.
That was totally removed. And then we had 2 that were limited as far as what monetization could be. So basically they're not going to make any money. And then we had 4 that were absolutely demonetized and can never generate any revenue.
No revenue for you, pal.
Yeah, pal.
Yeah. Well, even the most safest of content, in my opinion, is Mark Dice,
Yeah.
because he doesn't even use, any, as Jericho Green says, any strong language or curse words.
Right.
And just about everything he posts on a daily basis automatically gets demonetized because it's Mark Dice.
Right. Mhm. Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of the deal with us now too. I don't think we're all the way to demonetized yet, but we're definitely considered risky
Yeah.
because we in the last I looked at it, and in the last month we have exactly one thing that is still the colors are green, yellow, or gray. And
Okay.
green is obviously full monetization, yellow is warning, and gray is just grayed out.
Right.
We have in the last month we have one video that has been green, and that was the interview that I did with the guy from Crash Diet,
Okay.
which is I think 11 minutes long. It's like the smallest video we did of the entire month, and it's the only thing that got through because there's no cussing or anything, and the
Of
guy
course.
was less than a good interview, so it was a lot of there's a lot of that going on in the interview. So, but yeah, everything else is risky to banned.
Oh boy.
But they'll
Well,
still leave it on their platform to take hits.
of course.
They'll still take the hits. They'll still take
Well,
the
alternative media, my friends, alternative media. So join us on Vimeo and Gab and Minds and
BitChute.
BitChute.
Any one of them. We're on all of them. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, Vimeo we're already paying for it, and we're allowed to upload, I think, 20 gigs of content a week, and we're not even doing half of that.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put the audio versions on the Vimeo site as well. And the reason is because the one problem that people have said to me or complained or bitched about with BitChute is that it doesn't have an app. And for some reason, that's important to people. They can't figure out on their smartphone that you don't need an app. You just go to the website. But
Yeah, okay.
I digress. It doesn't have an app. So Vimeo has an app. And Vimeo's app works on Android, and it works on iPhone, and it works on smart TVs, and it works on Roku and, Apple TV and Amazon Fire. It works on everything. So I figured that's probably a good place for us just to have a channel. That way all these people that can't go to BitChute because, God forbid, their phone, they might have to open the internet and make a bookmark. I know that's hard, but, I have to provide it easier than hitting a bookmark. So
Yeah.
I put it on something that has an app.
Right.
So if you go to Vimeo, if you put the Vimeo app on whatever device you want, and you just look for the classic metal show, all one word, you will find our channel.